Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Pittsburgh Panthers. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
First down, looking to throw the football. Checks this down to the running back.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The Trojans are going to cash in this red zone trip. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Caught near the goal line. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the Trojans will line up here on 1st down and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern California. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. set it down to the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option. Third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
First and 10 play coming up. He's going to hand this off. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. The freshman's able to get home with a sack. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quick throw to the right. Caught. Brought down at the 2. After the catch, the offense close to punching it in. The Panthers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. And now the try here for the extra point. And it's good. team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Orgy. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiving. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Tight end makes the grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Trying to extend the play. He'll throw it now. Caught near the sticks. It's Orgy. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Trojans pick up enough yardage for a first down. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. The defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here's the second down play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's got it right near the end zone. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring it.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. Should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the handoff. Throws a stiff arm. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice, solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Getting set. Here's second down. The back's got it. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hit. They're set now to try the PAT. And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possession. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Second down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quick throw over the middle. And it's complete downfield. And the Trojans have first and 10 here. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. On first down, it's play action. Catch made on the left side. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
They're going to pick up the first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid. Enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, SC.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn and your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns the last possession. Handoff here from the shotgun. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And they get set now to try the PAT. And it's up and good. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving his defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Running out of time in the pocket. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Good enough for first down yardage. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible...
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And just like that, in one play, they've moved into scoring position at the 23. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. They're finally able to catch him, but a huge chunk play with the running game here.
Boy, this guy is the complete package. All he needs is a crease, and once he sees it, boy, he is gone. They're very lucky they were able to bring him down on that carry.
They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid game, though, in the completion.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these past couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Trojans. Still no answer for this offensive machine. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Pickup team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. He steps out at the 22, and that's where the drive will begin. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quick completion to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
The shotgun handoff here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a 1st down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Looks left and finds his target there. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. And the timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it on the move. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
1st and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. It's a quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a quick timeout called by the offense after the play.
With the linebackers and really a quarterback, the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
He's running out of time here. And he's got it. Touchdown. Pitt. Here's the point after attempt. And there's the point after. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. The 20, at the 10. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They'll take the lead in the second half. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
The game moves the ball past the 40. Sets up another 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the first down in the process.
New set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake on first down. And looking for a big play here. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Hand off to the single back. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line. This Pitt offense is moving quickly down the field.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert, and now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Look, I realize on any play call that's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Pressure is coming. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. When they bring him down, blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
And the back now goes in motion. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Catch is made down the middle. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Southern California. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball, the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. That game moves the ball out near the 25.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. The Panthers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Tries to get it to the running back. Catch made on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
That's caught. It's Orgy. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Timeout. Defense, they'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. They'll kick it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream of. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle after he makes the 1st down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And there's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal was obviously to hit some big plays. Got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
Grab down the middle. It's Orgy. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
He flips it to the back across the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's a quick grab. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Orgy. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to chuck it again. He bought some time, now lets it go. That ball snagged for a completion.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, USC. A That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
And the extra point was up and good. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Brought down after picking up 5 yards.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead, you got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football. You got a great chance at a victory.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down, and he dumps it off to the tight end. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
They'll run it here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's tackled after the catch.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Doesn't hold on, good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on third and short. Unable to come up with the first down. Now here, fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
And this one is right through. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He makes the grab. They tackle him at the 43. That's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. Bringing pressure. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty mark. Second down after that previous play. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. He's swarmed by the defense.
This guy is throwing for yards every single time he drops back to throw. Believe it or not, he's closing in on almost 450 yards passing in this game.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 20. Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on fourth down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
And the point after is good. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And the USC offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. The pass rush closing in. Finding some room at the 25. Slides down, will avoid the tackle. So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. From the shotgun, drops back. He's got a man down the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Chris, that's another big completion for this quarterback. You talk about a career day. This guy's now over 450 yards in this game alone.
Looking for his back. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Can he take it all the way? Past the 20. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Running with purpose.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on them all attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seams for big plays.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
QB to the tight end for a completion. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Short throw complete to the tight end. And they wrap him up and bring him down in what is the final play of the game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.